Hey, how's it going? My name's Maya. Today we're going to talk about how to get over the fear of self-injecting medication, fear of needles, all that process. If you're squeamish about seeing a needle going into somebody, this video isn't for you. If you're trying to get over and find a process, in my case, a ceremony of sorts, get over the fear of self-injection, this video is right for you. In this video, I'll be going over how I do my self-injections. I do them every 5 days, and how I got over the fear of doing it by myself. The most important thing in all of this that helped me get over my fear is actually a playlist. For your playlist, which is really crucial, you need 2 songs. I look for ones about empowerment and loving myself, and that time's just enough time to get the medication ready. So let's do that. If you want a more detailed tutorial on how to actually do the injection, draw the medication, and all of that, I have another video over here. I'm going to draw and prep the medication, and then I'll get back to you when that is done. So now my 2 songs are over. I'm done preparing the medication. It's just about ready to go. And now the next step is to pause the playlist and journal. I like to journal before and after, write down my thoughts, helps me ground myself. I find it's really important. I'm gonna just take a moment to meditate my thoughts about how I feel right now before taking the injection. The purpose of journaling is to kind of check in with yourself, see where you are mentally, spiritually, etc., and just kind of ground yourself. So I'm not gonna read out everything I said because it's personal, but I wrote about what I'm feeling and just reminding myself that I'm okay, and I'm really lucky to have access to HRT. And it was just kind of reminding myself that I was okay, and just to take a deep breath and tell myself that I'm safe. Now that I'm done journaling, I'll press play on the playlist again, and it'll start playing my grounding song. It can be any song for you that brings you into your body. And maybe it's just the way my brain's wired, but I like to have it on repeat. I have it on repeat like 20 times, because sometimes it takes me a while to do my shot. That is what helps me get over the fear, is just having this constant song, and that is what gets me through it. There's a few more tips about the actual injection part, and at the end I like to journal. But what really makes a big difference is the song. Always make sure to wash your hands between doing things too. The next step is to find the injection site. I like to take the needle with the bevel side up and then slowly guide it over. Kind of like if you've ever done tarot and you glide your hand, it's the same process. So I'm just taking deep breaths, listening to that song, and finding the spot that calls to me. Since I take estrogen, I think of the right side as masculine, sacred masculine, which for me means a spark, the beginning of things. And I think of the left as the sacred feminine, which for me is everything, the universe and everything in between. Some places I'll feel like my hand moves faster, and sometimes it feels like there's an invisible force that's telling me right here. So I do a little prayer, and then I'm ready to put it in. Take a deep breath, remember it's your friend, concentrate on your song, maybe sing the words. Sometimes it's the wrong spot, your body will tell you, and you can readjust. This may seem a little bit woo-woo or hooky or like something a hippie would do. I grew up in what many people would call a hippie lifestyle, and every time I've done it this way, I've never bled. And the only times I've bled is when I've gone quickly and just picked any old spot. So I think your body can kind of tell you where you're going to avoid a vein, and I think that's really important to not be afraid of doing this. So I got my injection spot right here. Deep breath, listen to the song. Now, when I first started, I was really afraid of needles. It felt wrong, weird, and almost violent. So I would actually have a friend hold my leg. So if you're just starting out, have a friend just, for me it was like squeezing my leg just to know I wasn't alone. And to remember that the medicine is your friend and it's here to help you. It's gonna make you feel better. After that, I would talk to a friend on the phone, and I'd ask them to tell me about their day to distract me. But, you know, I do this every 5 days, so a friend always isn't available. So instead, I eventually landed on a little ceremony, which is what I'm about to teach you now. That's how I got over the fear, going slow, having a song playing, journaling before and after, praying, and thinking of this medicine as a sacred thing that is helping you be the best version of yourself. In my case, since it's estradiol, I talk about the feminine, the masculine, and the sacred ways those interplay, the way I've transitioned from one to the other. The steps, just to recap, are having a playlist that's timed with the amount of time it needs to prep the medication. Before you inject, do a little journaling, and then after, do a little journaling, and then during, having a song that plays on repeat, using your intuition as you would with tarot to find the injection spot. And yeah, that's how I do it. I think it's important to realize how special and magical it is. Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know below.